We kind of were given a vague assignment. He came up to us, our teacher, Mr. Sakurai, and he came up to us and he said, "You guys need to redesign the library."
Before, the library was very dark. It was very old-fashioned with all the technology and devices that they had in there.
It was kind of the end of the school year by that time, and the 3 juniors, I was one of them, were invited to work on campus over the summer on the library renovation.
So the first thing we did was define what we needed to do, and then we try to figure out what the high school wants, right? What the school wants as a whole for the library, because we wanted the library to be good for the school.
We had to go and survey the other students, and we had to go through elementary all the way until high schoolers and see what their views and what they thought could be improved in the library and what they liked, what they disliked.
So we polled the high school and the elementary, and we got back certain problems that we needed to fix. So that's kind of was our focus, and then we threw every idea on the wall and tried to fix those problems.
And we had the craziest ideas, stuff like put a yoga room in the library, put a nap corner.
Every single idea, from like the silliest one to a ball pit.
Put like a puppy pen or something so we could like pet dogs all the time.
Hamster tubes, a giant fire pit in the middle of the library, to just having this quiet room that we have now.
It was really like, that part was definitely my favorite part of the process because it got all our creative juices flowing, and we had such crazy, like never possible ideas, but it made the environment really open for all of us to put out ideas that were maybe a little bit less plausible, but definitely more plausible than like a furnace in the corner or something.
It was stressful and awesome. It was great.
We were in here for construction. We were in here we moved like every single book off the shelf. We weeded the collection. We painted. We tore up the carpets. It was pretty crazy.
Definitely the most difficult part of this process was working with the other students, I'd have to say, teamwork, because we all had different opinions, different things that we thought would be better for this project.
Patience is a big one. Definitely with our peers and when working with people, because sometimes when you have an idea and you think it's really good and someone has an idea and they think it's really good, there's a bit of conflict.
We have to accept other people's ideas, and how to work with everyone's ideas was probably the biggest challenge.
Really resolving that conflict in the most peaceful and useful as a whole way, right? We had to work as a team and not as individuals.
That I feel like, as much as we hated each other in the moment, it brought us closer and tighter as a team, because we did learn a lot about how to work well with one another and how to utilize one another's like best qualities.
Actually, we didn't figure out the entire redesign until we were working in there and a problem came up that we didn't think about, and we go, oh, we need to solve this.
So it was kind of like doing the entire process all over again, like time and time and time and time again as we were creating the library.
Another thing I learned was just to think on the spot, I guess, to have our ideas ready and understand like what we're gonna do.
I feel like if I had to redo this entire process, and we ran into issues with teammates, we would try and be more gentle and kind of encouraging rather than yelling at them or something.
It was awesome seeing all of our hard work and planning really become in front of us, right? Like physically in front of us. There's chairs, we ordered chairs, and then there's a chair.
I remember seeing all the little kids run in here when they had class at the beginning of the year, and they were all excited about their new rugs, all the bean bags that we got, and like the big couch, and we have like this circle thing that they come and sit on. They love it.
And it's kind of like our child in a way. We spent a long time on this project, and it's really, really rewarding to see it here physically now and see how much students love the changes that we've made.
It just amazes me that we did this and that we actually get to see our final work in action, and it baffles me to see that.
It's so rewarding. I feel like a lot of times the student body can feel, or I think a lot of times the student body can feel like maybe we won't really have a difference on campus, and they don't like seize the opportunity when it comes to them. They feel like, oh, I'm just gonna go along with the flow and like do my schoolwork and stuff.
overall, it was a great experience. It was the best way, I think, that we could have ended that project, is getting in there and hands-on, seeing it become real.
We saw an opportunity for us to make a change and leave a legacy behind, an encouraging legacy that will hopefully influence students to follow in our lead and work towards big, good change on campus.